Hey gang, welcome back to Cooking with Me. Today I have butter in my shirt because I need it to get warm. We're making peanut butter cookies. Talk about flat chest. This is probably the one only measuring tool I will use. That's the only part of the song I know. They still feel vaguely cold. Oh, one part of them is warm. This isn't gonna work. Oh no. There goes my Broadway career. I'm not used to baking for an audience, unless that audience is in the kitchen with me so I can tell them to do dishes and get out of my way. Also, ignore the hole in my ceiling. That is a story for another day. These are gonna be salted. That's really salty actually. Instead of fixing the problem, I just move it faster. I love my stand mixer. I survive off of peanut butter. I'm like, if a dog had free range of what they ate every day, that's pretty much what I eat. Okay, that was slightly more peanut butter than we need, but at the end of the day, it's not about what you need, it's about what you want. And what I want is as much peanut butter as possible. Are you hearing that? Eggs. I'm so excited for these cookies. These are gonna be the bomb.com. I'm so excited. I'm going back to like 80s slang. Did the internet exist in the 80s? Old people answer me this. I do know the answer, but it's funnier to pretend like I don't. My family's bit was poison, and I know that sounds like a clickbait YouTube title, like, oh, my family loves poison, but like genuinely, every time food was good, instead of being normal, like, oh, this tastes really good, thank you, we'd be like, oh dang, I actually put poison on all the other cookies and now you can't have any. There's definitely an ingredient missing here. Did you half a cup butter? I've accidentally made a terrible error. I added double the amount of butter that I should have. So I think what I'm going to end up doing, I'm gonna add more ingredients and double the recipe. Okay, we're gonna fix it. This is why I can't go on a baking show, because I would crumble under the pressure. It's going down, and I'm not yelling timber. There's going to be way too many cookies for anyone to feasibly eat. And I'm gonna forget one of these ingredients. I know, and so then it's gonna be double messed up. Yay! I love baking! There's just no returning from the war for me, I think. I think this is my final straw. You ever wonder what happened to Bruno Mars? Like, obviously he's around. Like, I don't think he died. But he was like, you know, coming on the up and up again. And then he just kind of like faded away. Like, is he still making music? Did he decide to not be famous anymore? Bro had like 24K magic. And he said, you know what, actually, I'm good. This is all I need in life. And left. Which, props to him, you know? I don't think I would have done the same thing. I would have been like, oh, 24K magic, give me 48. Am I missing anything? Flour, butter, peanut butter. I didn't add in more peanut butter. Say thank you to my mom for giving me the idea. Oh, film yourself baking. It would be so fun. Look at me now. You have to deal with the folly when I come home. When you come home. I also just want to say these cookies were supposed to take 15 minutes, and I'm now on minute 34 of making them because I couldn't sit there and reason out for a minute that hey, maybe I don't need 2 sticks of butter. Maybe what I really need to do in life is just be grateful for what I have. I have ice cream in the freezer. There's no need to whip out my baking stuff. I can have a sweet treat without the need for creating something new. Without the need for gluttony, essentially. Yet in my hubris, much like Icarus with the wax wings, I decided, no, I'm going to fly high. I'm going to do what makes me happy, and that, my friends, is where the trouble lies. Don't go about doing things that make you happy Because you might end up like me, with the treasures gained from your spoils aplenty. But when you sit back with everything you've gained after chasing your dreams and succeeding, ask yourself, did I need close to 200 peanut butter cookies? And the answer is no. At this point, you know what I think the cause behind all of this was? It wasn't my negligence to double check the recipe. It wasn't the fact that I'm recording this and feeling extra pressure from that. It is brain rot. And in honor of that, while I'm scooping out the cookies, I'm going to sing one of my favorite songs, which is Brain Rot 17 from Heathers. Alpha Sigma, skibbity toilet, don't stop. I live in fear of the person who made that. I'm shivering my timbers waiting for them to show up at my door. And honestly, I hope they do. Fun fact about me is I don't know how big cookies should be. You know, baking is the #1 profession you can never actually get honest feedback in. Because everybody's gonna love what you make. Everybody. They're gonna be like, this is so good. And I'm gonna be like, yeah, but like, how do you feel about it? What's really good, what's not really good about it? And everyone's gonna go, no, it's so good. Because they're scamming you. They want you to bake them more things. Don't listen to your family and friends when they tell you something is good, but just know they want more from you. It has been 45 minutes, and my cookies are finally ready to go in the oven.
Thank you. That's enough. I love you, but I don't want you to get diarrhea.
This is what I'm working with in terms of chocolate chips, because my chocolate chips melted in my car.
This is the beginnings of my cookie army. These are my mutated soldiers. Do you see that? Do you see how good that turned out? I'm flabbergasted. Final score, 8 cookies plus 24 cookies plus 24 cookies is way too many cookies for me to eat.